You know that friend that has a friend of a friend of a friend, and they always seem to be able to pull off miracles that you would never be able to do? Well, I have one of those friends. And although I wasn't that enthused about collecting the entire set of the Hero Collection by Eaglemoss, my friend brought me a deal that was just too good to say no. So before we get inundated with more hero figures than I know what to do with, I think today we're going to review the last batch of the ones that I currently have. So stick around. Hey there everyone, my name is Perry and welcome to the Potter Addict. Well, we are back again to review some more Eaglemoss figures, and if you are my friend and you know who you are, the deal you got on the ones that are coming my way is just unbelievable, and I truly thank you from the bottom of my heart for helping me get closer to completing this collection. I think by the time he ships me all the ones that he was able to get a hold of, I think I'll only have about 6 more that I need to finish the collection, which is fantastic. I mean, because honestly, the price of these things continues to go up. It's a discontinued line. You know, you most of the time aren't finding these at an actual retailer. You're finding them on the secondary market, and the people on the secondary market are teeing them up. The retailers that may have a few here and there are teeing them up. I mean, so the cost is astronomical, and the deal I was able to get on the ones that he's sending me, just phenomenal. I mean, seriously, the amount of money that guy saved me alone is just unbelievable. So without further ado, guys, thank you again, but let's dive right in and take a look at the 5 that I have in my possession currently. And let's start off with, what better ham to start off with than Mr. Gilderoy Lockhart. So now, I will tell you guys, like I said in the last video, this is not a horrible collection. There are some figures that are not my favorite. There are some ones that just don't have a good appearance or a resemblance of the actual figure. There are some ones that just have really bad paint jobs. So I don't know what happened, if it was a rush or if it was not a well thought out line, but then there are some figures, and this is one of them. There are some figures that look absolutely phenomenal. Gilderoy Lockhart is an absolute home run, spot on replica, paint job fantastic. So without talking about it anymore, let's dive right in. So I absolutely love this Gilderoy Lockhart. He looks so much like Kenneth Branagh's character in the movies. It is unreal. They did such a great job of the paint, the expression, the pose with him just hamming it up with his arms on his hands on his hips, you know, his cape kind of flared back so that you could see his perfectly, you know, coiffed hair and outfit and everything else, nothing obstructing the view. So I absolutely love this one. This is, if every figure in this line looked like this, was painted like this, and had the details like this, this would be hands down one of my favorite collections, because they give you characters that so many of the other collections haven't given you. You know, I mean, they give you the Flitwick, they give you the Griphook, and so there are some characters in there that none of these other Inescos and Gentle Giants and Iron Studios have given us, and that's what I love. I love to get some variety in my collection. So well done, great first start for today. Let's go with, actually here, let's shift gears then. Let's shift gears to one that I'm not very fond of, and that is Harry in his Yule Ball outfit. So this is one of those figures that, like I told you, is just not my favorite. They're hit or miss. I mean, thankfully, I was looking at it the other day after I made this comment in the last video. I think they're more than 50-50, right? I think that it's more like maybe 70-30. So 70% of these I think are well done, and then there's just, you know, I mean, like a percentage that just misses the mark. And I don't quite understand why, you know, how they could get some of these so spot on and then others are just not great. But this is, I mean, this is one of those. So without further ado, let's dive right in and take a look at Harry Potter. So this particular figure, it's not his outfit. I mean, his robes look nice. I love how they gave the shiny finish on the sleeves to get it some extra detail. So the robes look great. His suit and everything looks great. But it's his expression. It's the painting of his eyebrows, the glasses that don't really, that just don't really do it for me. The hair on this one isn't bad, but all in all, I mean, it just is off. And I mean, you'll have to see this one in the close-up to really appreciate what I'm saying. It's just not as good. I mean, if you do this and you look at these and you say to yourself, these were made by the same company? I mean, this one is so accurate and detailed, and the paint is so flawless, and this one is just not. And it's your main character, so you would think that a little bit of extra attention to detail would go into the main character, but this one is in that miss category that I'm saying. So he's part of the 30% that I'm just like, I could do without in the collection, but you know me, gotta complete that collection. So let's take a look at the other Harry. Now, this one, just from peeking at him through the box, looks far better than the other Harry that we just looked at. And this is the Year 8 Harry, basically the you know, the guy in his brown jacket fighting Voldemort at the end of the movie series. And I think they did a really good job on this one. But this one's also tied in, so hold on 1 second while we undo this twisty tie here in the back. Because honestly, guys, I mean, like I said, 30% isn't horrible, but it just blows my mind that a company is capable of doing such great work and then they miss the mark on so many of these, which is unreal to me. Now, this one, gosh, it's so hard. It's so hard on this one because his face is still off. It's still not well done. Glasses. Okay, let's just dive right in and take a look, guys. So this Harry Potter is better than the last, but there's still something off in his face and his neck. There's something about it that I just don't like. There's the paint that kind of bleeds over from his skin color onto his jacket. The glasses on this one are definitely far better. They look like, I mean, they're like the thinnest wire I've ever seen on any figure, period, hands down. But I love the pose, him having his wand out, his stance of the figure, I mean, his attire that he's got on. They did such a great job on everything except his face. The face bothers me. Maybe it won't bother you. I don't know. I just find, and maybe it's just mine. You know, I don't know how, you know, how accurate each and every character in this series was. So does every Harry look like this? Or is mine just poorly painted or poorly sculpted? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. But there's just something about this area here that really bothers me about this one and puts him, he's got to go into 30%, guys. He's got to go in that category. I mean, I mean, especially when you've got a Gilderoy Lockhart to compare him to. I mean, honestly, you just can't, you know, I mean, you can't put those two in the same category. It's an insult to Gilderoy's figure because his figure is flawless. It really is. It's so well done. So now we are going to take a look at Phileas Flitwick. And this is another one of those that I am super excited for because, again, I don't have any Flitwicks in my collection. I don't have a single Flitwick in anything because nobody has bothered to give us any. And I think this one might be a good one. I think this one will get us into the 70% category, I think. As soon as I get this box out of the way here, we'll take a look at Phileas Flitwick. So this Flitwick, I think, is really well done. I love the scale. His feet look absolutely enormous. I mean, they are humongous for a guy that's this short. I don't know if his feet were really that big in the movies. Now I want to go back and look. But I love his pose. I love his hair. I think they did a great job of everything on him. The glasses are a little off. They just look a little peculiar to me, almost like they were like binocular type glasses. I mean, they look kind of really, really thick, and his mustache is slightly off. But again, this is a great figure, a great paint job on this one. Nothing that kind of bleeds over from what I can see, and I think this definitely goes into our 70%. I'm happy to have a Flitwick in my collection. And that brings us to our last one of the day, and that is Griphook. Now, Griphook is another one of those that I'm looking around my collection, and no, I don't think that I have a Griphook in anything. I know that Star Ace gave us a Griphook. They have actually two versions of Griphook. They have this version, and they have like the early version of Griphook, which looked completely different if you go back and watch the movies. But this Griphook, I think, is my favorite of the two. I think this one looks better than the early Griphook. So let's pop this back in here, and let's take a look at Griphook. Now, this Griphook is spot on, guys. This one is fantastic. The expression on his face as he clutches the sword of Gryffindor, the suit that he's wearing with his vest that's open, the extra sheen that they gave to the back of his vest. I mean, the pinstriping of his pants. I mean, this one is spectacular. So well done. They nailed Griphook 100%, guys. 100%. So, all in all, guys, like I said, I mean, we are for today, you know, I mean, we're 3 out of 5. I mean, we're absolutely spectacular. These three here are hands down my winners for the day. These two we could slide off to the side, keep them in a dark corner. You know, we're a little embarrassed that they're you know, a relative, but at the same time, you know, they're family, so we gotta take care of them. But guys, give me your comments below. Let me know. I mean, I was actually surprised at how many people actually collect these. Very surprised. There's quite a few people out there that have collected these, especially considering that it's a discontinued line. And there's so many kind of, like I said, there's a lot of derogatory press on these from other people, from other collectors, from other just fans of Harry Potter. So I was really surprised to hear how many people collect them. But again, I get it because, I mean, they give you some great figures, and when they originally came out, they were very affordable. So, I mean, picking one of these up for $5, you know, $10, I think, was like the higher end. I mean, that's a no-brainer, guys. These are fantastic and definitely worth $10, you know? So, and I am super excited to get some of the ones that my friend helped me get because there are some great ones. There are some phenomenal figures still left in this collection that we have not looked at, and there's a ton. I want to say, I think there's 47 total Harry Potter figures, and then you've got the Fantastic Beast line as well, which some of those figures kind of can bleed over. I mean, there's a few of them like Nicholas Flamel. I mean, he's talked about in the Harry Potter series, but he's not really shown. He's only present in the actual Fantastic Beast movies. And again, then you can go into the Nifflers. There's a couple Nifflers that are not present in the Harry Potter movies, but talked about in the books. So, I mean, again, you can do what you want with it. I won't be adding any of the Fantastic Beast characters to my collection. Strictly Harry Potter, just like everything else. But that is it, guys. I hope you like these because, like I said, I've got a ton more coming. But it'll be a little bit before they get to me. So we'll get a break in between this video and the next ones I do. But we're to that point, guys. Please do me a favor. Click that subscribe button. Click that bell notification. Give me a thumbs up, and please don't forget to check me out on Instagram. Also, you might want to go over and check me out on TikTok because I've started putting things there as well. I don't know if you guys are TikTok people or not. I mean, there seems to be kind of almost a loyal following for YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok where they don't kind of, mix and mesh. I mean, hey, I don't even try and figure out this social media thing. I just want to share my love for Harry Potter and the things that I'm collecting. So, but with all that being said, I thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to share yet another magical moment with me. And until next time, all you wizards and muggles alike, keep it magical.